You know, in a hospital, you have a lot of forces tugging you in different directions.
Yeah.
You have regulators, you have the physicians, you have employees, you have
Yeah.
patients, you have the community. So strategically, when you come up with a decision of, are we going to provide this new service or not, that we think the community needs, how do you balance all those forces, particularly given the economics of what's going on?
Yeah.
So from a strategic perspective, as CEO, how do you approach a problem like that?
I wish there were a logarithm or a formula we could simply just plug in some numbers and the answer would spit out at us. It's not quite that simple. We begin by trying to take an analytic viewpoint to the whole thing. We look at other providers that might provide that or a very similar service. We look at substitute services. Maybe a transportation service can provide the essential access without duplicating a service itself right here in Glens Falls and avoiding a lot of capital costs and other operating costs while still getting to the essence of delivering the service. We look at, frankly, the financial performance. We look at the opportunity for fundraising to help underwrite and subsidize a certain program or service that might be of particular appeal to the population. And then we sit down and we look at the menu and the array of other programs and services we provide and how many are financial gains and how many are financial losses. It's a fairly sizable list in the latter category. And we do our best subjective analysis. This is where community board comes in and weighs in heavily. And because that's where those kind of rationing, it's a word we don't always like to use in healthcare, but yeah, it happens. And that's where we make some of those rationing decisions. Fortunately, we've not had to do that too many times over the years. We've done it in the area of a pain management program. We did it with a patient transportation service. We, for a number of years, given that geography, had several vans and buses on the road that would transport patients to needed care, and we couldn't carry that any longer.
Right.
So we've had to belly up to that from time to time. It's as much subjective as it is quantitative.